Hey, Team Regatta, good morning. It is Beth. How are you today? We're doing a beginner power walk session. It's a little bit of a longer session, but we'll make sure that we keep our intensity at a little bit lower level. We'll pick it up a little bit, but the idea here is week one, get those legs moving, get your heart rate up just a little bit, and just begin a nice exercise program. Now, if you are in this class and you've decided that, hey, I am beyond beginner. I'm not doing the progression. That's great too. You can follow along. This class is for everyone. Even though it's more beginner, we can add some stuff to make it more intermediate. So just walk with me. So power walking, I'm just on up my treadmill here. If you have a moment to just take a look to make sure you know where your controls are and you can reach them easily. What we're going to be working with today is a little bit of rolling hills and a little bit of speed. So you want to have a manual setting on your treadmill. So take a look down and make sure you know how to pick up the pace and also pick up the incline. I also want to make sure that you know where the emergency stop button is. So in case you get a little lightheaded, feel dizzy, you'll be able to just hit that stop button and you won't fly off the back of the treadmill. It seems like it might not happen, but there's always a chance. Okay, so right now, we're just starting with a leisurely warm-up pace where we'd be walking with our friend in the neighborhood. But let's go ahead and just slowly pick up that pace a little bit. And when you pick up the pace, don't try to lengthen your stride. Just make sure that you're keeping nice and relaxed. And we'll start to get our arms into the action. Today, we are going to have 3 6-minute sets, and we're going to be doing some rolling hills. While those hills roll through, we're going to try to maintain our pace, and you might not know what your pace is. So this is a process of discovery. If you've never done power walking before, kind of figure out where you're comfortable and figure out your cadence. So here we go. Let's just add a little bit more pace. Just picking it up. It's your pace. It is not my pace. It's your pace. So whatever you feel comfortable with, a little bit of pickup and start to get those arms swinging. Once we get moving, the arms are going to be a very important part of your power walk because you're going to want to swing. Some people say from like chin to hip. And what that does is that raises your heart rate a little bit because you're getting your arms engaged. Now, you don't having the resistance when you run, you're trying to keep your upper body a little bit more quiet and conserve it because you're trying to keep all that focus on your legs. But here in our power walking, we're going to keep those arms swinging here. All right. Nice. Good job. All right. Let's pick it up a little bit more. Again, we're not race walking here. We're just picking it up to a little bit of a moderate pace. And when I say moderate pace, what does that mean? Moderate pace is the pace where you feel like it's a little bit faster than how you'd walk in your neighborhood with your friends because you are trying to get a little bit more of a workout from it. But it is something you could probably hold on to for the duration of the class. So keep going. All right, make sure you have some good tunes. We've got the music player here in the app. Keep those arms pumping. Find something with a really good beat. Yeah, nice. All right, in about 30 seconds, we're going to begin our first hill. So you might want to keep it where it is if you feel like, hey, you know what? Now that I'm starting to get warmed up, I can go a little bit faster. You can go ahead and do that. But we're going to just go ahead and click it up. Couple degrees on an incline. We'll see. We'll play it by ear here in 10 seconds. We want to make sure we feel that hill and try to hold that pace. All right, 3, 2, go ahead and give me a couple incline here. And you don't have to go super steep. You'll start to learn how it feels on your treadmill. But you'll notice that once the incline does go up, that you are going to feel it's hitting a different angle of your muscles, maybe getting some more of your glutes and hamstring in the mix here. I know we like to think quads, but it's glutes too. Hamstring, squeeze them up. There we go. All right. We'll stay here for another 30 seconds and then the road will flatten out. So take a look at your pace. How does that feel? If you're feeling like it's too easy, you can always adjust it on the flat and bring it back up. All right, here we go. 15 seconds on this little hill, and then we'll bring it flat. Good job. All right, 5, and you can bring it back down to flat. Keep those arms moving. Once you get your hands off of the controls. Get it right back into that nice focused position. All right, so that was my first one. And I only went up to about a 3% incline. You can put it whatever you want. I'm going to pick up my pace just a little bit, keeping in that moderate zone. Find what it is. You know, runners, they know exactly what their training pace is. They know what their race pace is. But when you walk, you kind of don't have any idea if you've never done power walking. It's like, how fast should I walk? What is power walking? You should start to feel that those muscles are engaged, that those arm swings are like driving the legs. And be sure that you don't overstride here. Okay, so you don't want to be taking big strides. You don't want to chance hyperextending on those legs. Quick turnover on the legs. All right, in about 10 seconds, we're going to bring that heel back up. Here we go. Bring it back up. You just had that first one. Maybe you picked the right incline. Maybe you want to go steeper. Maybe you want to go flatter. It's okay. Just a little rolling hill, and your focus is to maintain that easy to moderate pace, a little bit outside of the leisure, but feel it, you know, listen to your body, adjust. Some days we feel stronger than others. Keep it going. Nice. Another 30 seconds. Keep those arms going. Woo! Yeah. Climb mountains. I like to visualize being on a trail, and I'm going to get to the summit. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to look over my shoulder, and I'm going to see the beautiful mountains behind me. 15 seconds. Power walking is great prep for hiking outside. 5 seconds. All right, you can go ahead and flatten that down. 3, 2, back to flat. Now, we're not changing our pace here, but if you feel like you worked a little harder on that because you either went faster, you went steeper, take a full minute here with me to recover, and we'll go up again. All right, we've got one more in this set. You're doing great. Keep those arms swinging. I started to get a little lazy with those arms. Shoulders are back. Make sure that you're nice and relaxed. Don't clench up like this. You want to like nice, relaxed. Do that head to toe scan. Really focus, keeping your torso, your hips and shoulders in line. Don't twist. You don't want to twist because that twist will carry through the kinetic chain. So just nice and straight. Arms are swinging. All right, another hill's coming. So now you've got 2 under your belt. You kind of know what feels right for you, right? Okay, 3, 2, bring it back up. All right. Keep that going. And each time for me, I'm just like clicking it up like one more time than the last time, just to kind of test where I'm at, what my body feels like, how I feel for the day. And we'll keep it here. Another 45 seconds. You're doing great. All right. Great work. This is awesome. 30 more seconds here. We're almost through our first set. Again, climbing that mountain is like what I like to visualize. Don't close your eyes. I was just about to, just visualizing it. 20 seconds. Keep those arms going. Arms drive the legs. Arms drive the legs. 15 seconds. You got it. Woo! Yeah. All right. All right, we can bring that back down. 5, 4. Of course, it's just a little bit of lag before you feel it come back to flat. So here we are. Back to flat. We're going to take 2 minutes here before we come to our next set of rolling hills. So how did that feel? Did you learn something about what feels good for you? What incline actually gives you a good amount of work? Did you feel your heart rate come up? This next set, we're going to do the same thing. We'll build it a little bit differently. We were just doing 1 minute on the hill and 1 minute recovery. So we're going to do a little something different on this next set. We'll do 30 seconds of a climb, 90-second recover, 60-second climb, 60-second recover, 90-second climb, 30-second recover. Okay. And that's going to come in just about 1 minute. Just take the time to recover here. And if you're feeling strong, you can always increase your intensity, All right, this is classes for you. I'm just giving you a framework to work in. But if you feel like you need to push it a little bit more, go for it. If you feel like you need to back off a little bit, that's cool too. Just bring your best self. All right, 45 seconds. Keep it here. Think about what you're going to do on that first 30-second climb. It's coming in about 30. Yeah. Shoulders relaxed. Get those arms swinging. Sip if you need to. Doing great. Swing those arms. Think about that climb coming. 15 seconds. Woo! All right, make it happen. First week, guys, first week. Make it count. Here we go. That hill is coming in 5. Bring it up. All right. 30 seconds. Give me a good 30 seconds here. I went a little bit steeper. You don't have to. You can go flat. You can go steeper. Give me a good 30 seconds. Get those arms pumping. Go. Come on. All right. Let's do it. 15 seconds here. Then we have a little bit of a break. Come on. Getting to that summit. All right. 3, 2, you can bring it back down. All right, it's like a switchback. We have a little climb and then a little traverse, and then a little climb and then a traverse. All right, keep those arms going. Keep that turnover quick. And what you will notice is I am keeping this low impact. That means I have one foot on the ground at all times. I'm not running. But you can see the pace that I'm going is a slow jog, right? But we don't need to do that. We don't need to get that. A mile is a mile, no matter how fast you do it, right? Work is work. All right, we're gonna go again in 20 seconds. And we're gonna do another climb. This time, this climb will be for 60 seconds, okay? So give me a nice, strong climb using what you learned in the first set to dial in a great hill at a nice steady pace. Go ahead, pick it up. Not the pace, pick up your incline. That's what I meant to say. Let me be more clear. All right. Great job. Yeah, and it's funny too, because a lot of people, including myself, a former runner that's now broken, that has had to rely on walking, it's funny that you really can get yourself moving pretty fast in a walk. But the form is really important. And I think we take that for granted because, you know, people learn to walk when they're little. But when we're doing the power walking, we're really focusing on keeping that core straight, the hips and shoulders relaxed, and keeping those arms swinging. 10 more seconds on this climb. All right. And bring that back down to flat. All right, 1 minute here, and then we have a 90-second climb. All right. Again, if you need this time and you want to slow it down because you're feeling like that you maybe pushed it on that climb, that's okay. It's okay. This is your time. You're moving. That's the first step. All right, 30 seconds. We'll do it again. Yes. Again, keep those legs turning over quickly. Don't overstride. You want to make sure you keep them moving quickly. And it's driving with the arms. Nice. All right, 15 seconds. We're doing that 90-second climb. So we're coming around the corner, coming around that switchback. We look above and say, oh, there it is. I'm going to get to the top. All right, imagine a favorite trail. Here we go. Bring that incline up. Keep those arms pumping. Give me 90 good seconds right here. Yes. Use that music. Helps you. One foot in front of the other. Just keep moving. Shoulders relaxed. Arms are swinging chin to hip. Nice. Do that body scan. No twisting, no overstriding. Think of squeezing those hamstrings as you bring your leg back, really getting the most out of each step. Keep that core engaged. Nice. All right. Just over 30 seconds left here. Woo! You got this. Almost through set 2. Yeah, let's do it. Keep it going. You're doing great. 20 seconds. We're going to come around the corner and traverse back across the mountain. 10 seconds. All right, 5. You can start to bring that back down to flat. All right, that was set 2. Go ahead and reach over, give yourself a little pat on the back. Hold on to the rail if you have to. That was great. All right. And we're coming up on our third set. We'll talk about it a little bit here. So we did set 1, 60s and 60s is how our hills rolled through. Then we stepped up in the second set and made our hills a little bit longer while maintaining that pace. So in this last set, we're going to have longer climbs and shorter recoveries on the flats. So it's up to you if you need to sit one out because by the time your treadmill comes back down, it feels like you're going right back up again. This is the hilliest part of our walk. Doesn't mean it has to be the steepest. So keep that in mind while you're moving your treadmill up and down. We'll take one more minute here, and then we'll start our last set. So we're going to do 60 seconds, we're going to do 90 seconds, and we're going to do 2 minutes. That's what we're doing. So in terms of preparing yourself mentally, that's what we're doing. 30 seconds, and we'll start our first one. Our recoveries will be a little shorter, and that's where our fitness starts to be tested. It's how fast we can recover and get right on to the next set. But don't rush it. This is a beginner class, intermediate level. You can really make sure you kind of tune in the effort to meet you where you are today in your fitness level. Okay, so let's do hill number 1, 60 seconds, okay? Give me 60 good seconds. Nice and focused. Scan head to toe. Head is straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Arms are swinging chin to hip. Keeping we going. We're not overstriding. Hips and shoulders are square. Nice. Keep it. Keep that form. No twisting. Don't change your stride. Legs turn over quickly. 30 more seconds. Great. Woo! Use that music. Keep the beat going. 15 seconds, it gets flat again. All right. 5, you can start to bring that back down. Take 1 minute here. Our next one will be 90 seconds. But first a minute on the flat, keeping that nice, steady pace. Now, again, if you need to slow it down a little bit to recover, make sure you can hit that next hill. You can, or you can challenge yourself by finding the pace and holding it as we roll through these hills. 30 more seconds. Visualize that mountaintop. You're going to get there. Think about that great picture you're going to get at the top. You're going to be above the tree line. You're going to see the clouds and the sun peeking through. And you're just going to be able to take a breath of fresh mountain air. That's what I need to do when I'm on the treadmill, is visualize all of these beautiful places I want my body to take me. And it starts right here in class, working on your fitness so you can have your body do what you love to do. All right, here we go. This one's 90 seconds. Bring that incline back up. A little bit longer. Keep that form tight. Yes. Okay. Arms are swinging. Legs are quickly turning over. And we're thinking about squeezing those hamstrings as our feet come back from the front of the treadmill to the back of the treadmill. It's a good way to kind of take your emphasis and not think about your quads so much. You might need to lean in a little bit, depending on how steep you moved it. Again, it's not a contest about how steep or how fast. It's challenging yourself for the next 10 minutes of class. Gonna earn our fitness right here. Just over 30 seconds. You got it. You're doing great. Woo! Keep on pumping. 30 more seconds. That's all you've got. Come on. Yes. Use that music. Shoulders relax. Hips and shoulders are square. Legs are turning over quickly. 15 seconds. Keep the hamstrings moving, squeezing, glutes, pushing you up. Strongest muscle. All right, 3, 2, we're flat. 1 minute. All right, good job. Again, you can reach over, give yourself a pat on the back. Hold on with one hand if you need to. All right, next one is 2 minutes. You've got this. Keep those arms going. Make adjustments on this recovery if you need to. I'm just trying to maintain a steady pace as we roll through. And I'm finding what feels, I wouldn't say comfortable, but comfortable. So you're walking faster again than you would if you were hanging with your friends. It's a conscious and intentional effort with those arms swinging. One thing about my hands, even though they're closed in a fist, I'm not cinching. You don't just keep them in a fist, but a relaxed fist. Kind of that tension will feed through your body if you're clenching. Okay, here we go. Climb. 2 minutes. You pick your pace. You pick your incline. Make it count. But we're in week 1. It'll naturally get more intense. So think about your starting point. Maybe you're in this class because you're recovering from an injury and you have, it's the beginning of your sort of getting back to fitness. Maybe you're in this class because you need to just start a walking program. All abilities, all levels, everyone can benefit from power walking. Nice job. Keep it going. Arms are loose, swinging chin to hip. Opposite of those legs, using your arms to drive your legs. Nice cadence, don't overstride. It's the longest one. Sometimes we try to do that. Keep your turnover quick. Nice. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Nice. Great job. Super. Okay, come on. Finish this climb. Just over 30 seconds. Feeling that mountain air. It's getting a little cooler at the top, even though we're feeling a little warmer because we're working. We don't have to deal with altitude here on our treadmill. Well, maybe if you're, in Colorado or at a higher elevation, but you're probably already acclimated. But we're really not climbing a mountain. But in my mind, I am. 10 seconds. Keep it going. Keep that form tight. Keep that cadence. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, bring it back to flat. We're not slowing down our pace unless you need a little more recovery. But I'm just working on a nice, steady pace as those hills come up. Great job. All right. Another minute here. Okay. Getting close to our cool down. With a cool down, we'll do some here We'll slowly bring our pace back. Right now, we're still at our same steady state, moderate pace, faster than what we'd walk around in the neighborhood with our friends. I hope you're feeling really good. As we roll into a little bit of a cool down here, what I want you to be thinking about is feeling how your legs are responding. A lot of times when we do something new for our legs, we feel it more the next day. The goal here for your walking program is that you feel it, but it shouldn't feel like you did a leg day in the gym. You should feel like, oh, yes, my muscles are woken up here. I feel it. It feels good to move. So some awareness if it's been a while. If you've been walking for a while, you might not feel the same thing. Maybe you will because we did some inclines. All right, so let's go ahead and start our cool down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. Don't change your form yet. Keep the form nice and steady. It's a good time to kind of dial it in. Do that head to toe scan. Nice. So 30 minutes on the treadmill. You did great. I would recommend some light stretching after class. I like to stretch once I'm warm. If I was doing something a little more dynamic or intense, I might warm up for 5 minutes, do a little stretching, and then hop back on. So make sure you do address those tightness if you have any tightness. And you might not even know until you sit down and go, oh, I'm tight. No, I don't know why I'm feeling that. Okay. And we'll click it down another little bit here. I'm going to start to relax my arms a little, take them out of the power driving mode here, and just kind of swing them lightly, a little bit, not from the gym, but just kind of loosely halfway in between. Nice. You did great. So I hope you can join more of these classes. There'll be plenty of live and on-demand classes to continue with your walking program here. There's also running and rowing. So I hope you can join us more. All right. I'm going to bring it down, and I'm just going to take a couple minutes here, nice and relaxed. This is where I like to go into a mode where, don't close your eyes, I just did it myself, but I'd like to go into a mode of transition and reflection as we're going to go into maybe other things throughout our day. Might have a lot of things going on. You carved out time for yourself. Great job. All right. A couple more minutes here on our cool down. Make sure you sip, drink water, get a little snack after, maybe a banana. It's always good. All right, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit more. Back to I'm hanging in the neighborhood, talking to my friends. There we go. Nice. Great job. 1 minute here. Again, this is week 1. You could have popped into this class when you're in week 6. You could be popping into this class for the first time. The treadmill is great to be able to moderate your pace and meet you where you are at your current fitness level, and also to improve your fitness level, which is something that I really like. So as we wind it down here, take a look at what other classes you might want to join. Great job here. Just over 30 seconds and we will say goodbye. Bring it down another click. Great. Woo! I'm going to just sort of shake out those shoulders. Hold on to one side if you need to for balance. Just going to roll them out a little bit. Make sure sometimes we clinch and get tight up here. All right. So my name is Beth. Thank you for joining this 30-minute treadmill. We did a lot of fun rolling climbs, trying to keep that steady pace, and you did great. And we'll see you right back here with Team Regatta on the tread, on the rower, everywhere.